Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful time. Today we're taking a look on how you can make some easy currency in Path of Exile 1 Secrets of the Atlas. And this is a very basic and easy strat you can start with right away basically once you get yourself to the end game, and it's all about killing bosses. Now, you need of course a build first that can manage to kill bosses, and the faster you go, the more loot you will get per hour, right? It just makes sense. But if you're just starting out, all you really need to start is around 10 chaos, and you're guaranteed to double your money bare minimum, with a lot of more guaranteed to drop for each map. Now, I started with Energy Blade Inquisitor, which is a very safe and strong bosser build, which can just speed through everything quite fast and just delete bosses in basically seconds. I put a link to the build in the description if you'd like to check it out. However, let's just start how you could start to get yourself some currency. So we're running Elder Influence mapped with the Elder Guardians on them, and once you defeat the Guardian on the map you will get one of the fragments to the Elder, and these goes for around 20 chaos each at the moment and are guaranteed to drop on kill. And you can find these maps from T14 to 16. However, I just like to do the T16 ones, just where I get most value from them with XP and all of that as well. But it's fine to run the lower ones as well if you like to, and those goes for around 10 chaos each. Ideally, you want to run something on your maps that doesn't take too much of your time, and I'll go over more later what I'm running, but just some examples are like going like Betrayal or Beast, right? It's easy kills, they just take a couple of seconds, or going like Nico for Azurite or the new Calgary nodes that makes Azurite become ore instead. It's just one click and you're good to go, and those are just some examples that you can go for. You don't really want to do stuff like Ultimatum or Ritual that makes you stuck, right? You just want to get to the boss basically as fast as possible. And the reason for this is because we are doing Maven influence maps, and here is where we're gaining most of our currency. So the Mavens are with us when we are doing these, and these maps will make it so once we get to the end of the boss area, you also get to face additional bosses that will also drop a lot of more loot, and this is by using the Maven node on the top of the Atlas skill tree. As we're doing Maven, we want to run a full rotation of the bosses. There are 4 different guardians, and then once we have defeated them all, we can then also do a Maven invitation. And these maps will appear on Commander Kirak. Just alt them and you're good to go. And once you do these, you will have to defeat all of them 2 at a time, and this will give you a lot more loot. If you just alt the map, you usually get 4 to 6 crescent splinters. You use them to spawn Maven, and this goes for around 10 chaos each. But you usually get a little bit more if you're just selling a complete set of it, a Maven's Milt instead. Now, you also have a chance to get different Maven splinters, and most of them go for a crazy amount, basically between 20 to 35 chaos each. And also you have a chance of dropping Awakener support gems as well, which can go for a lot of currency. And as we have so many bosses on our maps, we're also getting quite a bit of extra maps as drops from them to all other Guardian maps like the Shaper and Sirius. You could go and do them as well. However, the fragments that you get from those bosses are not worth as much as the Elder ones, and that's basically because you can get the Watcher's Eye right from the Elder, and that just pushes the prices up for them. We're also getting quite a bit of those new memory maps as well for the Originator. But we're also getting synthesized maps, and you can sell them if you want to. They are around 20 chaos each, but however, I like to run them personally. There's also 4 different maps that you can go for them. You also get the extra Maven invitation from that as well. And even though the drops from synchronized maps are not really the best, except for the Cortex one, right, which can drop from those maps, but they also quite nice for XP. You get a 100% experience bonus from them when running them, and you also get some random rewards also, which is kind of funny. But yeah, you also get quite a bit of gold as well when you are doing that, which is really nice if you are sending ships from Calgary, for example. Now let's take a look on what I'm using for the Atlas skill tree here. Now this is a very basic setup that I'm using, and it's something that I usually use most of the time when starting out on new leagues. Being like going for these map nodes, right, We are focusing a lot of those map modifier effects, increase effect of explicit modifiers on your maps. So you're just getting stronger, right, your maps. And then we're also using some Scarab's nodes, picking up these up here, going to the middle here, and also putting 1 point in ambush. There are some nice ones from ambush that are pretty decent currency, so 1 extra point in there. But yeah, going this route over here as well. And then also we're going shrines. Shrines are really amazing, I feel. Really helpful when just clearing and speeding through. So taking these points right here, we're using these nodes right here, and also these 3 right over here. And this is guaranteeing us to have at least 2 shrines up all of the time when doing our maps. Just some extra quality of life for different buffs, and it's really nice when you get getting those speed buffs, right? And then we're also using all the boss nodes here. We have 1 for the Conqueror maps, additional drops for that. We have 1 extra for synthesized maps, and we're also taking 1 for the Elder and Shaper. And if you're going this route here, we are focusing more on the Elder maps, right? So we get some bigger packs on the maps here. And then we're having these nodes here for the Maven. And here's where it's really interesting. Defeating a map boss while affected by the Maven has a small chance of also counting witness in additional random map, which is also nice. But then we have these ones right here, and this is the fun and good one here. You summon 1, 2, 3 additional Atlas bosses when witnessing map bosses. So this is what's adding up all those extra bosses and just providing more loot for us while doing the maps. And these points are just for some extra chances to drop in those chisel, which is quite valuable. And we're also picking up these tormented nodes right here. Up to 5 rare monsters in each map are possessed, just buffing up those rare monsters and those around them. From Betrayal you can get like all flames, which are new, and you can also get the Syndicate medallions, right? These are quite expensive right now, and it's quite a bit of currency in that. So I'm just picking up those Betrayal nodes here, picking up those right down here, and there's also up here. And those are the nodes that we are using, or we are also pathing to at the beginning here. But we don't get this all of the time, but these are the nodes that you want to go for. Those other ones here are mainly for getting like items, stuff like that. It's nothing that we're really worrying about. All really are wanting is the extra ranks, and here also getting, so you have extra chance by accompanied by leader, stuff like that. And getting intelligence, which is the most important one, right? So we can make those syndicate hideouts. Now with this setup, I'm also going for Delve, and what you can do is, now in this setup I'm also going for Delve, and it's basically mostly for this node right here, packed with energy. This is giving you a buff, providing increase to damage, movement speed, and also 1% to all maximum element resistance. And these do stack up to 3. So it's really awesome just having 1 additional buff right on all of the shrines that you get. And it just makes it so the maps goes a lot faster. If you don't want to invest fully in Delve, that's fine. I'm just doing it right now because I need to defeat some of the bosses for the challenges. But what you can do is just path these 2 nodes here, get packed of energy, and then you can respec from all of these Delve nodes if you like to, if you don't want to invest in that. And you can put those points down here, and you can put them in these nodes right here. And these are the new Calgary nodes, Refined Bargain, which is really awesome. It's making so the sulfite that you find here also grants a random ore instead at 8% of its value there, 15%. But it just adds ores, and it's a really awesome way if you are using the ships from the Calgary League. If you like to, you can also invest in beasts, for example. If you not like want to do the betrayal like I'm doing right here, it's also a good way of just using up your maps, right? There are some different ones across the maps here, which are good to go. Just some extra rares and stuff to use your maps, basically. Now, I'm no expert in min-maxing maps whatsoever, and I'm sure there are other combinations to make this strat even more powerful, but this is what I'm going with so far. I'm using 1 sulfite scarab to guarantee Nico, and that's going to be for the buffs, right? We're having a titanic scarab, this giving us some extra rarity and quantity of items dropped per increased pack size of area. So for this one, for example, we have 41% pack size, so it's just extra rarity and quantity from that, quantity being the stronger modifier here, right? And then also influence scarab of conversation, and this makes it so you have a chance that your normal maps get transferred into a Shaper Guardian, Elder Guardian, Conqueror, or a unique synthesized map instead. So just an extra chance of getting those Guardian maps basically. And also cartography scarabs here for 10% increased map found in area for each map modifier affecting areas. So this just boosts up all those maps drops as well. And these are all just 1 chaos each, so it's very easy to set up. And some of the maps that I like to use is going to be stuff like Beach, we have Toxic Sewer is also nice, Jungle Valley map, Atoll map, and also Strand maps, and all of them are pretty straightforward. It's basically a straight line to the boss area, which is really helpful when you're just trying to speed through the maps. Feel free to share in the comments if you have any tips and tricks of your own that you'd like to share with the rest of us. Here's also a little teaser of what I'm going for next. And I give you a hint, it's also an attribute stacker that will destroy everything. Probably at least. But it looks very nice on the PvE at least, and we are going to take a little bit of a break on the NG Blade for now at least. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and if you have any other questions feel free to drop a comment and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!